In the name of God and greetings, welcome to this new series. And we are Mashreh Barhan. While the women's struggle in Iran and the United States is still hot and many people are fighting, the UN Security Council has good news this time. Ali Larijani, who had an unexpected trip to Moscow. After leaving this diplomatic mission, he wrote in his page on the X network, "Against the industrial media war. A form of negotiation is in progress." Although he has not given any explanation about this. But an hour before this post was published, the IAEA reported that Iran has extended all the terms of the U.S. agreement. Iran has accepted all the extended restrictions, the reopening of the agency, and the exit of the uranium-rich Iranians. But Trump is not happy with anything other than Iran's disarmament and despotism. In addition, the head of the United States, Nice, reported that a negotiation between Iran and the United States is underway, but the results are not yet known. At the same time, with these changes, Qatar's foreign minister, Nice, is sitting on the ground in Tehran, and after a brief conversation, this Qatari minister and Iranian officials flew back to Iran. Although it has not been announced what issues have been raised in this very short trip, but it is likely that he was carrying a message from the United States. On the other hand, Ali Hashem, an Al Jazeera reporter, reported that based on information he has found from several sources, a roadmap for reaching an agreement with the public is about to be negotiated. 2 days ago, the Iranian foreign minister went to Turkey, and at the same time, Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced that he is ready to host talks between Iran and the United States. In general, it is believed that with the ongoing U.S. military expeditions to the region, and Nice is ready, the Iranian armed forces have strengthened their diplomatic process. And this will probably be much more beneficial for Trump-Nice, without the risk of war and internal tensions, which will definitely have an impact on the midterm elections of the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate. It will take advantage of Iran, and also benefit Iran from the impact of the war. Israel is also trying to form this war as soon as possible. The coming days will be very exciting, and we hope that diplomacy will triumph. The outbreak of a terrorist attack on a residential community in Bandar Abbas, which is based on the announcement by the officials of the Hormozgan prison, in response to the death of 14 people and the murder of 1 person. The official international statement of Nice was published. Reuters reported that the country has rejected any intervention in the Bandar Abbas explosion, and emphasized that Israel had no role in this incident. This accusation is attributed to the official statement of the Israeli authorities. At the same time, CNN News reported that the United States has no role in the explosions in Iran, and has denied its intervention in this incident. In Iran, the local authorities have announced that the exact cause of the explosion is still at hand, and supporting cooperation teams are in the process of reaching the various dimensions of this incident. The Iraqi group Saraya Aliyah Atom, in the social network, some of its missiles were found in a tunnel underground. Saraya Aliyah Atom, which has emerged in the security scene of Iraq since 2020, introduces itself in the framework of peaceful resistance movements, and its official goal is to oppose the presence of foreign forces in the soil of Iraq. This group was involved in several attacks on targets related to the presence of the U.S. military in Iraq, including a missile attack on Erbil in 2020, which was followed by an incident in the international scene. A recent video is circulating that the Iraqi government has repeatedly emphasized the need to preserve national sovereignty, preventing the transformation of the country's soil into a field of regional settlement. The official sources of Baghdad have so far not directly indicated this video, but have previously announced that any armed activity outside the legal framework can threaten internal stability and security. Security experts say that such demonstrations, which are merely media reports, contains provocative and political messages in a regional settlement, an area that Iraq is trying to prevent from intensifying clashes and escalating crises inside the country. And the Pakistani army, with the announcement of the end of operations against terrorist attacks in various areas of Balochistan state. 133 terrorists were killed, and a total of 133 military and non-military officers were killed in this operation. The number of terrorist attacks in recent days has decreased to 92. In the Pakistani operation, 3 suicide bombers came out of the ground. 15 Pakistani soldiers were killed in the process of exchanging fire with the attackers. The Pakistani army said that terrorists killed 18 people, including a few women and children, in various parts of Balochistan state. In total, 133 terrorist operations were carried out in various areas of Balochistan state in the past 48 hours. The army and Pakistan announced that these attacks were carried out by terrorist ringleaders from outside Pakistan. The organization said that during this incident, they were in direct contact with the terrorists. Resistance members affiliated with terrorist groups in Balochistan state are responsible for many of the terrorist attacks against non-governmental workers, as well as the general public and security forces. Thank you for staying with us until the next video.